When purchasing a meter box, one of the most important things to consider is the security. Today we've got two boxes here. We've got a standard National Pride box and we have our competitions box. We're going to point out some of the differences in what boasts our box is one of the most secure in the industry. So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to take a look at these two boxes. One, you can see here that this is made of 11 gauge stainless steel. Our box here is made of 3/16 thick or 7 gauge stainless steel, which is considerably thicker, up to 33%. We're going to go ahead just to show you how big a difference there is in the two gauges of metal. We're going to actually weigh the boxes. Starting off with the competitions box, this box comes in at just over 26 pounds. Keep in mind, all the components in the box are identical, from the bill acceptor to the rotary switch to the coin mech. Everything in here is the same, so there's no fluctuation in weight due to that. Now we're going to put our box on the scale. You can see our box is at 61.7 pounds. That is over double the weight. We're now going to look at a couple more features that the boxes have to offer. Starting off, we're going to look at the bill acceptors. You can see around the front of our bill acceptor, we have a mouth welded. This mouth is going to protect the bill acceptor. On this box here, there's nothing. This is wide open. So if I'm a thief or a would-be thief or somebody just looking at the box, I'm thinking, man, I could probably pry into that. Maybe I could get something out of it. Well, if you start to pry into this, you may not get anything. But the fact is, you're going to damage this. When you look at our box, this is all protected. One of the next features I'd like to look at is the locking mechanisms. You can see on this box here, the competitions, it doesn't come standard with the lock bar. This is typically something you have to request or ask for. Our box comes standard. You need to have this. Again, it's another deterrent. Taking it one step further, after we take the lock bar off, you can see on this box here, it looks like very similar locking mechanisms, but they're not. These are plug locks with an additional security feature behind them, whereas on this box here, you just have a cam lock. Again, with the thinness of this metal and a cam lock, this box is very susceptible to being pried open or broken into. We're going to actually show you the difference. Again, on this door, you can see you just have this little tiny cam lock. This is protecting all your money inside this box. That little lock right there. Not to mention that you have thousands of dollars of components in here. Now with our box, again, we don't use cam locks. We use two Medco plug locks. These are very similar to what you see in auto cashier pay stations out in front of automatics or tunnels. Once we get the plug lock out, now you've got another locking mechanism, which is a threaded Allen bolt that you open up. Again, you see the robustness of this. You know, you've got a mechanism that can't be pried. It's threaded in there multiple times. If somebody is going to try and break into this, they're going to try for maybe a few seconds, a minute tops. They're going to see they can't get in. They're going to move on. With this box, if somebody starts prying on this, the thinness of this metal, they're going to start seeing some flex on the sides. They're going to think, man, I'm almost there, I'm almost there. They're going to keep trying until they get into it. And eventually, they're going to figure out a way to break into it, and they're going to do multiple boxes. So you may have multiple damage in multiple bays, whereas with this box, they're going to try for maybe a minute or so, not be able to get into it, and move on. So again, when considering to purchase a meter box, make sure that you take security into consideration. You know, the basic points of the locking mechanism, the protection of the bill acceptance, and just the general construction of the box.